What's up? It's Saturday, October 4th, 2025. Sarah and I have been home in New Hampshire a couple days from our summer backpacking trip out west. And I've got a hankering to complete what I could not complete earlier this year, a New Hampshire 48 Direttissima. I tried starting May 7th, and the conditions were just terrible. I had to bail after the first day. Actually injured my right knee a little bit. It was not pretty. I went back out June 1st and felt a lot better. And then I just had this very weird Sawyer Screes water filter failure when I got to the Kinsman Pond trail site. My one I used the whole year for the PCT, and then a backup one I had, both failed. The only thing I can think of is that they froze sitting in the back of my car on the drive back from Canada. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, after they failed, and I spent like an hour and a half trying to back flush them, trying to bring them back to life, just did not work. I just gave up on the Direttissima. I just felt like it was a sign. So tomorrow is Sunday, October 5th. I've got about 3 weeks to do one before I have other commitments, so I'm going to go for it. Sarah is going to be out of town for a lot of this, so I have a very small resupply window on day like 11, 12, so that'll be fun figuring that out. But yeah, the weather Wednesday when I'm planning to be on Franconia Ridge is not going to be good at all. It's going to be rain. It's going to be cold, but I'm going to go for it anyway. So I'm getting things packed up, getting situated, and we'll see you at the trailhead tomorrow. The third time this year I'm trying it. Let's hope this time it goes all the way to the end. Okay, it's fall in New Hampshire. I guess there's been a bit of a drought, so the fall colors haven't been popping as much as usual. It's Sunday morning, 9 a.m. October 5th, 2025. Trying to do all 48 4,000 footers in New Hampshire in one continuous hike. Commonly known as a Direttissima. For the first time ever, based on Sarah's suggestion, and I kind of like it to mix it up. I'm starting from the other end, starting at Mount Cabot and working my way towards Mount Moosilauke. So I've never done it this way before, so that should add some variety and some spice. The only thing is it adds a very long road walk at the beginning of the journey, probably tomorrow. That's fine. There is some bad weather coming in Wednesday, and if I'd started the regular way, I'd be up on a ridge line in heavy rain, so this way I kind of avoid that. I'll be more in the forest, so it made sense to start from here. It is like the furthest drive from our house to get to this trailhead, so it was a very long drive this morning, but now I'm moving, feels good, and yeah, let's see how this goes. Direttissima, I tried earlier in the spring twice, had to bail both times. So it's been the back of my head. I like to get one done in 2025. So I had an opportunity, and hopefully I can do the whole thing. We'll see. All right, just hit the junction with Mount Cabot. Another couple miles to the summit. Back on New Hampshire trails, definitely feeling it. Up and down. So what I might do is like put my bear vault and a few other things. I got to backtrack and come back to the Kilkenny Ridge Trail. So I might just stash some stuff here just to make my pack a bit lighter on the first day for the summit push. Seems like a good idea. All right, day one. It's It's almost noon. Made it to the summit of Cabot. One down, 47 to go. Gonna do a quick rest here and then go back down to my stash and get my overnight gear and keep going. This was a little tough. One of the most boring summits hikes for me in the 48. You'll never see me doing Cabot unless it's part of some sort of project. So glad that's done. There was someone there who was just finishing their 48, which is cool. So I think I'll go to the cabin, maybe do a quick take off my trail runners, let my feet breathe for a couple minutes, and then start heading down. See how much mileage it is to get to Star King Trailhead. If it's possible, I'd like to do that today. Just not sure about the mileage. Those 2 mile an hour treks out west are not happening here. If I get a mile and a half, I'm doing really good. So I'll have to take a look at the mileage. All right, it's just about 1 o'clock. I'm about to start on the Kilkenny Ridge Trail. And my issue on day one is, looks like it's gonna be water. I guess there's been a drought here in New Hampshire, not a lot of rain. So I don't know how many, if any, water sources I'm gonna see on the ridge. So I have to decide what I'm gonna do with that. I think I'm gonna just keep my ears open. There are feeder streams according to the topo map. If any of them are running, who knows? In about 3 miles, I will hit a junction with the York Pond Trail. And obviously I go all the way to the pond, which I think is another like 2.5 miles, but there might be a spring halfway. So that may be an option. If I don't see anything by then, I may do that. I don't need a lot of water because I have wraps for tonight for dinner. I don't need to boil water for that, but I would like a decaf coffee tonight and 2 coffees in the morning. So I need at least 1.5 liters of water to boil. And then I have plenty in my hydration bladder to get me through until I'm down on the other side of Wambeck where there's a stream running. So water is going to be the issue today. We'll see how it goes. I am seeing a lot of these guys in my travels today. Pretty cool looking. 1:30. Just made a big climb up to North Terrace Mountain, continuing on the ridge, desperately seeking water. I decided to take the spur trail to Terrace Mountain to check it out. Pretty treed in, not much of a view. So back on the Kilkenny Ridge we'll go. All right, it's about 3:30, down to about 2,800 feet at an area called Willard and Notch. I'm near the trail intersection with York Pond and Kilkenny Ridge. So this is obviously a nice little flat area. Someone's camped here before, a little stool. So I'm gonna get camp set up. About 5 minutes ago, I passed some very slow running water on the trail. It'll take a while to collect, but it's water, so amazing. I'll take it. I definitely feel like I can use some electrolytes today. So first I want to get camp set up, then I'll do a little quest for water. So I'm just taking my time getting camp set up. I would have liked to have gone a little further today, but because of the water situation, and honestly, I am pretty spent. It's like 4 o'clock and started at 9. I don't have much gas left. First day out, ups and downs, heavy pack. So I gotta keep telling myself this is not a race. This is a marathon. So this is just day one. And I have plenty of time to get this done. There's no need to rush through it. So good place to stop for the night. I'm looking forward to getting in the tent and just having some Gatorade, but got some work to do first. So this was left here near the trail. Water gravity bag. Interesting. I'm thinking it's trash or someone accidentally left it behind maybe, but you never know for sure, so I'm just going to leave that there in case someone is counting on that water. So this is the water source I'm working with. It's not the best, but it's definitely not the worst, and it's surprisingly cold. So there's a little bit of debris in there, but not too bad. And just scooping it up with a coffee mug and transferring it into a CNOC bag. It's slow work, but it's working. And I don't have to go very far for water, which is nice. All right, heading back to camp with 2 CNOCs of water. The first CNOC I was very careful to scoop up with as little debris as possible. The second CNOC, which I'm just going to be using for boiling water for coffee, there's debris in that one, but it doesn't really matter. So I can't wait to get some electrolytes. Whew. It's 5 o'clock. It feels so good to be stretched out in the tent. I wasn't even going to bring electrolytes, just based on the last few trips Sarah and I did out west. I'm glad I did. Out west, of course, we were above 10,000 feet, even for our last couple of trips. And here I'm like under 3,000 feet right now. It was a warm day. I might not even need the rain fly on tonight. But yeah, electrolytes are really going to give me an appetite. I'm like feeling very spent right now. It is good to have one peak under my belt. Get another one tomorrow. Yeah, it's always slow going. So right now it feels pretty insurmountable, still having 47 to go, but I know from prior experience, sometimes you can, in like 3 or 4 days, you can knock a lot out. So right now it's only 1, but just keep plugging away and that number will get better. All right, so I just did a small repair on my hiking pants, convertible pants. They're from EMS. They're my favorite hiking pants. And of course, EMS finally went out of business, so no more pants from them. So I'm making the ones I have last. So I didn't realize, these are an older pair, and I didn't realize there was a tear in one of the cargo pockets. So I got some Gorilla Tape on there. Hopefully that'll hold for the rest of the trip. Yeah, I'm going to have to find a new hiking pant. I think the REI convertible ones are probably fine. I just like the amount and the size of the cargo pants on these guys. Just because I carry a lot of electronics. So hopefully that'll work out. That's a problem for another day. I think I only did about 10 miles today, but it felt like a lot more. Just have to get my New Hampshire hiking legs back. So that's going to be it for today. I may actually chance leaving the rain fly off. Yeah, as long as it doesn't get like around freezing, I think I'll be fine leaving it off. So I may chance it. See you in the morning. I guess one other thing really quick, since I'm thinking about it. You know, all summer, Sarah and I backpacked all over the place. It feels very weird being in the tent by myself without Sarah to my right. It feels very weird. So that'll take some getting used to as well.